your favorite content creator is leaving MultiVersus. No, not me. It's these guys. You might know some of them. And after watching all of their videos critiquing the game, explaining why they're leaving, there seems to be a commonality between all of them. Most of the points could be summed up as the game and the meta just isn't fun, the fighters and the content within the game, and 3, the game's economy and microtransactions. And overall, these 3 points just sum up to as the beta was better. I don't know why I said better. Better. The beta was better. And I want to tackle all of these points in this video. But first, we have to understand where they're coming from. Because what made the MultiVersus beta so special? Was it really that good? Why did it shut down? How do the changes from the beta to the re-release bring us back to another low point in this game's history? Let's compare MultiVersus Season 1's beta to Season 1 of the re-release. In the beta, we got 5 new fighters. In the re-release, we only got 4. But there's 3 reasons as to why this was a good thing. These 4 characters are easier to pick up. Remember, this is the first season of a brand new game. Some people really didn't get to play the beta. So in either case, it's your first time playing MultiVersus. Would you rather pick up Banana Guard or Morty? Regardless of how good each fighter is, looking at their movesets and ease of difficulty, the fighters in the re-release are just easier to understand. This is a good thing because it provides more variety in player selection, and throughout the season you're getting fighters that you're reasonably able to get your hands on and find success with. It's not necessarily a matter of which character is more popular, although we'll get into that discussion later. A big complaint about the beta was how much visual clutter was on the screen. There were times where I didn't know if I was playing MultiVersus the fighter or Overwatch. With some fighters having so many projectiles in their arsenal, it made it impossible for new players to understand what was happening in the recommended game mode. It's actually a large reason why I don't play 2s. Couple that with the beta's game speed, and yeah, you're soiling the foundation of your new players and raising the barrier for entry for newer players in the future. So the 4 new fighters established a great baseline throughout the season. And the third reason why it's so good is because of the cadence of releases is just much more palpable for players and feasible for the devs. Remember, in the beta, we were getting these characters every 2 weeks. It was unsustainable. Could you imagine a release schedule of Daffy Duck, the Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, Neo, Mordecai and Rigby, freaking Godzilla, all in the span of 2 months? I know it sounds amazing, but honestly, it's just trend hopping without actually giving players the time to get to know these characters and how they're gonna fit in the meta. I remember when Rick came out, it was a difficult matchup for me. I had to get acclimated to how to play the matchup, and then 2 weeks later, Stripe comes out. It's a whole new matchup, and I'm still struggling on Rick. Overall, I feel the decision to lower the oversaturation of fighters moving forward was a good decision. You know what they say, less is more. Oh, but it doesn't matter if all these new characters are easier to learn because I'll never have the fighter currency to unlock them all. You're probably saying. Now, I hope no one's asking that all the fighters be free, because I'm pretty sure I've never seen anybody say that, but the advocacy that we should have 1 fighter from at least each class or at least 3 or 4 fighters unlocked for free when we start the game is a valid point. Another valid point is that it's very easy to get fighters even if you don't use fighter currency. In the events tab with the limited event time currency, you can buy fighters straight up. You can use the medals to get LeBron if you want LeBron. And there is a constant rotation store every single week of new fighters to try. So you can test out a character, see if you like them, and if you do, the decision to commit to them will be much easier. Another point that seems to be brought up a lot in a lot of these MultiVersus critique videos is the amount of currency or the economy of this game. Currently we have like 5 different currencies with Gleamium, fighter currency, perk points, prestige points, and with the addition of season 2, we also have a bunch of other stuff like the Cyberbucks, medals, circuits, green beetle. And yes, this can definitely be confusing for newer players. All you have to do is go to the event tab, click on the rewards that you see, and it will tell you exactly how to get these certain currencies. Because honestly, in every free-to-play game, somebody will always complain about the skins being overpriced. Sure, $20 for a legendary skin has been the standard for many other games, but the standards can shift from community to community and game to game. Remember, this is like a 2D fighter. Grind a couple of seasons, you can reasonably gain a lot of Gleamium. And if you don't want to spend all that time and just want to get the really cool skin now, shell out 20 bucks. Either way, the game gives you options. Now compared to the beta, where all we had was gold and Gleamium, Yes, that is a lot more streamlined, and there were also events where you could get limited time currency from just playing the game. By the way, that was terrible. You had to grind every single day pretty much just to get enough to buy the one free item that was available. It wasn't that great, let's be honest. Compare that to the recent event like the Beetlejuice shop, and if we look right now at the events tab, you can see that we can earn about 3 of these. So you have the option of getting 3 of these skins. Overall, I think the currency changes, sure, might be a little confusing and will be a little bit of a learning curve for players when they first start the game, but after a while, you'll get it really quick. And finally, the most important part that seems to get a lot of people riled up, even the people that love the game the most, it's the marketing and the characters getting released. So far, we've gotten the Joker, Agent Smith, Jason, Banana Guard, Samurai Jack, and Beetlejuice. Based off of the idea of MultiVersus, this doesn't sound like a bad roster. Pretty diverse mediums. In Season 1, it was Banana Guard, an irrelevant character in Adventure Time. In Season 2, it was Beetlejuice. Not a lot of kids know about Beetlejuice, including myself. And it has been confirmed that in Season 3, we will be getting Nubia, or Newbie. With many people complaining that the marketing for this game is terrible, that if they really wanted this game to be big, that certain characters are no-brainers and they have to be in the game right now. Like Ben 10, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, freaking Godzilla. And they should stop adding side characters like Banana Guard, Agent Smith, and characters from unknown movies like The Gremlins and Beetlejuice. It doesn't hurt the game to add a great character next to a unknown bad character. Basically, you shouldn't care if Nubia is our own character because you expect the game to last a very long time. If the game released all of its heavy hitters now, what would be the point of you caring for a mid-tier release like a Stripe, a Gizmo, or a Beetlejuice? Half of the excitement that comes from this game is people theorizing what character is going to come next and which characters they can and can't put into the game. Also, I heard there's a voice actor strike. I don't know if that's still going on right now. You can imagine that can be a problem if they try to have someone like Harry Potter saying Expecto Patronum with no voice actor. And honestly, what I trust the most about player first games is their ability to craft amazing characters with amazing movesets that are faithful to the character. Except Steven. I don't know why they can't get Steven right. Something that really surprised me was how Samurai Jack looked from the TV show. I can only imagine what Rigby would look like. This game is amazing. Player First Games are doing a great job on this game. Warner Brothers, they could probably do a better job. Whether that be the overall budget, the marketing, or the staff, the game itself is fun. Like, I'm constantly raging on this game, which means I must care about it a lot. So which do you think was better, the beta or the full release? Let me know down in the comments. What do you think this game needs to do in your eyes to be successful? And as always, be mighty.